Alright everybody, welcome to this new video. Today, as you can see, we're not in Marbella or in Dubai, but we're in the Netherlands. Jay's gonna come in a bit to my house. We're gonna spend the day over here, do some fun stuff, share value, and take you guys along the way. This is where the magic all happened 5-6 years ago. Attack man! Geen bewijsdrang, ze weet wat daar is. Skip die bankkaart, je weet wat daar is. Check this out, like 2020, first sale, there was even the blue Shopify screen. Je weet dat ik snel switch van het duim.
Now we are actually exploring to may start a new brand.
We, as you guys know, managed to do under 16 months. Pull up is sexy, but baby don't worry.
So if you're gonna watch it, take pen and paper and make your notes.
So everybody is now in the house. Jay also arrived. We're gonna go to the dunes in about 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to the dunes.
So we wanted to do like a 30-minute run, but you did like a challenge.
30 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I did a challenge 2 days ago, the toughest mile. So that's 1 mile of burpees, included jump.
This walking, like you walk like this.
Bear crawls or something, yeah.
Bear crawls.
Then 1.6 kilometers lunges. So that one is killing for your upper leg.
And then sprint.
And then just sprint. So average time is about 50 to 60 minutes. And I did it in the end of 50 minutes, like close to an hour. That's not good at all. So I have to make my time better in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But I will challenge him as well. But it's very tough because like the jumps are like at least 200 burpees, I would say, because you are standing like this and you can only put your hands in the front of your shoes and then pop to the ground and then up.
Yeah.
And that 200 times. But I think the jump is the most heavy. Also for your knees, you know?
Yeah, so guys, also a lot of things has happened since we've been in Marbella. We're building a lot of things in the business. We're bringing out new products, optimizing systems, hiring new people. Gonna spit a lot of value during this video about that. So I hope you guys will get a lot of value out of it. It was your birthday, right? A couple weeks ago.
11 days ago, but...
I have a small present still for you. So let me get some presents.
That's why I was not able to fulfill the real estate payment, the installment.
What?
Because he did shopping spree.
Let's start with this one.
I know already what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is. But it's a really good color. Oh, see this now, right? It's groen now, hè? Donkergroen.
Fire.
Alright.
That was everything?
No, I have more. So this is actually a fun present. It's actually no present. We went to China 1.5 years ago. We never upload those videos, but this is the tea that's still for your mom. But like, okay, you see now I give this shit, which is pretty expensive, like, what is it, a couple €100 for slippers and stuff, but you should not spend any money on designer clothing or on luxurious shit if you cannot afford it, right? Only if you can really afford it, you should buy those things. For the rest, just reinvest in the business. We didn't spend any money on business class designer clothing, watches, until we got 1 million in liquid. So that also shows that you just have to keep reinvesting so your business can grow. You can eventually make more money. Super important, don't make the mistake of checking social media and seeing people wearing all that stuff. That's all bullshit.
Thanks, bro.
No worries.
Pretty settled. I actually have nothing for you, but now I have. I will pick it up.
There you go, show here. Oh, it did.
You know what it is? There's almost nothing to buy except designer. And like giving jewelry or a watch does not make sense.
It's too expensive. I don't have clothing from this brand. When I was in the store, I wanted to buy like a body warmer from Segna for you. It was like 2.5K. Yeah. I thought, okay, skip that, let's go to Woolwich. Bro, I wanted to buy this one for you, but Maria said she didn't like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I like it. I think it's very nice. I swear.
Well, actually, I wanted to take a light pink one.
Here, look, I'm wearing it, the same one.
Well, actually,
it's really good, this one. Very nice, bro. This one is very nice.
This one is fire. It's not the common one, you know. It's like this is like very special art on it.
Hou vast. What is koude dik, ouwe? So it's for on the couch.
Do you actually know why Hermes always displays horses?
Yeah, it was a horse brand, right?
Yeah,
it was
but
for
the
horse
fir-
armor.
The first sale was made to for a horse.
Okay, nice. Good stuff. We blessed each other. Now we need to make the money back again. We're gonna go for a quick run. But as you just saw, I got some presents for my friend, but I got a question for you. So how do you feel like you should look at preserving wealth, right? In the beginning, where should you be focusing on in order to preserve your wealth, in order to grow it simultaneously?
Well, in the beginning, as we have addressed multiple times, you always need to reinvest in your business. That is the number one priority. But as soon as your income increases, I believe that you need to reinvest it into your living situation as well. So if you're traveling abroad, make sure you have a good apartment where you can build a proper setup, because that's eventually what's gonna pay off. And eventually, depending a little bit on your income, of course, but you as soon as you have, for example, for a longer time of period, a apartment or house that you need to hire like a chef, because you're buying back a lot of time. And often this is overlooked, because in the beginning I was also afraid to invest in like a chef or a nanny or whatever, but eventually it's one of the most important hires in order to save time, so I can allocate more time into my business, and that's gonna pay off.
To the right.
So I would say, like obviously you don't want to spend money on things which doesn't necessarily have like an instant ROI on it. So like as Ola already said, with the designer clothes and presents we gave to each other, these are all things optionally in the future once you have reserved a lot of wealth, and yeah, you have basically the money to spend on it, right? In the beginning we never did it.
I think it's important in the beginning also, you should not be focusing on investing a lot of money into stocks, crypto, or whatever you feel like has an ROI. The number one thing where you should reinvest in is your business. So the things that help your business grow. That is the most important thing. Don't think like this 1, 2, 3K in the stock market is gonna make a difference. Once you are starting making real money, then you can look at investments like watches, real estate, and all this stuff. Because that's all for the long term. Reinvesting in your business will give the highest ROI.
Yeah, and has the most potential, right? Like obviously it's important to invest in generational wealth like stocks, but just start very small, you know, and make sure you are consistently buying, because then you will see, like ourselves, we started 2.5 years ago, we just bought every month, and back in the time it wasn't a big amount which we invested, but right now it's compounding, and now we actually made 30 or 40% growth in the past 2 years, which is an amazing ROI, right? Return on investment on our stock portfolio. But still we invest like the majority of the profits we are making, we are investing in our business, of course, because that has the highest ROI. On average, you're approximately generating 10% return on your investment if you're doing it good in real estate or stocks. But your business have obviously a way higher ROI, right? Especially within e-commerce.
So guys, at my mother's house over there, I have some stuff from old brands, some products from old brands. But back in the days, we also used to focus on multiple businesses at the same time. But it's really important in the beginning, you just focus on one business, right? I feel like some people feel like you can do 50% to this business, 50% to that business, but focusing in the beginning on one is super important and making that succeed. So we even used to do e-commerce, and then we invested in like a Forex bot.
We also started affiliate marketing for a short period of time. That is like the environment within e-commerce, especially dropshipping, right? Because you can have very good months, and then when there are obstacles along the way, like payment processing blocks or whatever it is, ad account structure blocks, you think, okay, maybe we need to start something else. And especially in the beginning, we had a lot of FOMO from other business models, so we started to decide to do other things.
Yeah, it's good to try other things though. It's good. But
yes,
just keep in mind the grass is not greener on the other side, right? Because in every business model, the same is for the niche that you choose within e-commerce. It's not that you can make more money in fashion compared to beauty. In both you can make a lot of money. So it's just important to focus on one thing and just give full gas. to that one.
Yeah, and right now with the brand we are running, it never came up in mind in 2024 when we did such a high numbers to start another brand. But now we are actually exploring to may start a new brand.
Yeah, but also we now have the capacity, we've built the right teams, we have the money to invest in great employees straight from the beginning.
Yeah, and the right network to already hire the right people from the beginning. Like great operational managers, COOs, CMOs, which are mandatory in order to accelerate from the beginning. Because if we look back to Hike, we started actually that project with a very great COO, and that was also the reason why I believe we were able to double down on that business.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to make the transition from general stores to us a brand, and we made it happen. And from the beginning, we said already, okay, we're gonna do this big, and we're gonna encounter everything what's needed in order to let this succeed.
So the majority of the lesson is just focus on one thing, don't stop until you succeed, and eventually once you have more time and more money to start another business, invest in more things, then you should do that. But don't do it from the beginning because your time is very precious.
Did you know that in the place where Ole lives, he may not told you yet that they have the clearest water of the Netherlands? What's the story behind it?
Tell them what's the story.
Well, that this area is very close to the dunes, and therefore they have the clearest water because it's more easy to refilter, I believe.
Yeah.
Or to filter.
But also what people say when I go to, I don't know, Malta, south of France, you have very clear water. But actually the more dirty it looks, the more cleaner the water is. So the water in Netherlands looks fucking dirty as fuck, but it's really clean. But as you can see, like we typically live in places like Dubai, Portugal. Portugal has a lot of green and Dubai not, but now you can really see how fucking greenish.
Like how older I
is.
become, the more I come back to the Netherlands, how more I appreciate this area because it's very green, to be honest. And 4 or 5 years ago, I never looked at that way. But now it's different because I'm also living close to an area like this and it's just beautiful. But obviously not to live, but if you're back for maybe 1 month a year, it's definitely great. Do some runs and stuff, walking around.
Yeah.
Fresh air.
Yeah, also talking about runs and stuff and challenge yourself in exceeding your limitations. Right, it's really important to challenge yourself. So this morning Jay talked about this, the 1 mile challenge. We did the Murph in Portugal. Now we did a quick 3 kilometer sprint. Of course in the gym you should challenge yourself in every aspect, so it reflects eventually in the business. The more you challenge yourself, eventually the more you're capable of into achieving. So I think it's really important to always keep doing it and also find friends or connections who challenge you to exceed your limitation.
I think that the essence of life is always challenging yourself, right? I think that is the beautiful thing of life, and that's always what keeps you motivated to always improve yourself and becoming a better version.
Yeah.
I have seen myself as well a couple years ago just going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, but without a plan. Never really challenging myself with heavier weights and just being comfortable in the gym. But right now I love to challenge myself, and for example last week I did 4:15 a kilometer on 6 kilometer. Now we did a little bit slower, but obviously there are a lot of mountains and we're basically
you're running in the sand as well.
In the sand.
Yeah, so also going back to the gym aspect, you definitely know a couple of people who will go to the gym every day, but they don't make any progression or stay sloppy with a fat belly or I don't know, shit like that. That's because they don't go with intention to the gym, right? They think, okay, I go to the gym, sit on my phone, do a couple reps, then leave. No. You really need to put in the work.
Yeah, what matters the most is even your diet.
Yeah, 80% diet, 20% training. But for us, diet's easy. I had a conversation with my friend. He said like, yeah, but you already eat pretty clean in general. Then it's just training, right?
Yeah, but the cleanest things are often the best things for me. Like, you can bring me to a hamburger place, but I really don't like and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, when I have like my chef cooking like a hamburger, clean, grass-fed, I love it. It's the best because you also know it's healthy, right?
Yeah. So actually at this place, I used to go always when I was very young. Used to drink here, used to sometimes smoke over there. And it was funny because now of course you change the person, you come with a different attitude in this area. But back in the days, even I used to go all night drinking, and then how do you call that guy who like protects this area.
The forest watcher.
Forest watcher, something like that. So this guy then came to us and he said like, yeah, what you guys doing here? It's already exceeded over 10 p.m. You cannot chill here. And sometimes we need to run away from this guy.
Actually, we had one of the biggest fires in the Netherlands in my place in Bergen en Schorrel.
Yeah, but you never exposed you did it, right?
No, I wasn't the one.
When I started e-commerce, my first brand that I started was with our business partner together.
Oh yeah, with Wesley.
And it was called Jamcam. So what is it? It's a camera that you hang up on a tree like this. And then if a person or a wolf or an animal or a deer walks by, it makes a picture or a video. And that's actually 5 years ago I started that brand. Did 100K in the first year. Also through Bol.com.
Yeah, did pretty well on Bol, right?
But it doesn't have any scalability, guys. In the video that we dropped about how to go to 100 million in a year, we literally explain what brand economics you need to have in order to scale to 9 figures in under 2 years. You need to have a certain product that's applicable on different channels to different audiences. You need to implement direct response. And with some brands, like this camera example, it's just not possible.
No, it's very hard. Well, I was in the Veluwe a couple days ago, and then they have like a lot of warnings on the side of the crosswalks, like screw, and you need to look him in the eyes. And you definitely don't need to show that you are a little bit you have fear or you are scared.
You need to do this because it's the bear. You need to approach. You need to become bigger. Same for a snake.
Yeah.
This is where the magic all happened 5-6 years ago. This was my old setup where I used to start my e-commerce journey. I have like a lot of Snapchats as well. I'm still working here till 2 a.m. I used to have a bed over here as well in the corner. I have like a lot of shit here as well from when I was from 4 years ago. Like stuff with 30 days hard, as you can see, like daily photo physique, 30 minutes of finance research, no alcohol, junk food, all day grind. Waka, we already say. That's like literally my word, which I always use. But also stuff here like routine, training schemes, even an old brand of mine. This was a failed brand that we started. It was called Glamify. It was 3 years ago. We already talked about this one time. It is just actually a hair powder brand. So you have here the powder, and then you can put this on open spots in your hair, and you can just fill that up. But yeah, guys, this spot is where it all started. Right now, of course, I have the amazing setup in Dubai, and I built a new one actually below. So I'm also going to show you that one quickly. So this is like the upgraded set. So when I'm in Netherlands, I work in this one. This one is very optimized. It's really good. I have, of course, here the trophies. When you reach 10K in orders, we of course have the 100K and the 1 million one at the office. In Portugal. But yeah, guys, as you can see here, I talked about this one. Something amazing about to happen. This is from Peter Kel. And I started making VSLs. I did his course. And he said in the beginning, write that down. And you will see what will happen. He did 0 to 40 million in under 1 year. And we, as you guys know, managed to do 100 million in under 16 months. So it's still here. I wrote this down like 3.5 years ago. So it's very funny to still be in this place. This is me and Jay in China. Some stuff with family. Yeah, for the rest, just work here, some books. Reading is important, guys. Keep evolving in knowledge. Most of the day spent just here and nothing else. Anyways, I want to show you guys one thing. As you can see in my Google Calendar, I'm making now blocks to work on specific subjects or specific projects I'm working on. So I did this with Jay because we felt as business partners we were sometimes disaligned when we were communicating about some projects. So when it was about our info business, we were communicating while our blog was scheduled for our brand. So things went left and right. So right now we just plan our day, and when we focus on certain blocks, when we go to the gym, when we have take time to catch up on all the remaining messages that are open. So this way we work again more structurized. And I want to showcase this because I think it can be helpful for some people to implement this as well. Since I started doing this, I'm more productive. We're more aligned with your partners and business partners. So yeah, it will all result in more productivity and efficiency. So take your notes. All right, okay guys, let's go take some breakfast. just give him new clothing, immediately let's add egg yolk fall on it.
Yeah. Sunny side.
It's no sunny side anymore. No. So like also everywhere in Netherlands, like you have all these train stations, right? The train just passes by through the city, past the beach, past my house actually as well. Typical Dutch. Yeah,
We try to save some money, so that's actually why we're gonna buy some underwear in the HEMA.
Okay.
Now, jokes aside, we both don't have a lot of underwear, to be honest, during our trip to the Netherlands.
Yeah,
Honestly, guys, you shouldn't
mission
you
failed.
shouldn't take care about your the brand of your underwear. I see people even buying expensive underwear and stuff. Just buy HEMA or Zara and you're good to go.
Party fans outside. Gewoon maar zo raar je geen slager hebt hier al.
Ja. Jullie speelgoed? Oh, nice.
I see online, especially with entrepreneurs, they are very against the Netherlands, right? Because it's so awful here, bad taxes, bad weather, demotivated people. But honestly, I do like it a lot, not to live, but just to be back for a short period of time, maybe 1 month, a year. Amazing infrastructure. I like the people actually. I know that a lot of people are complaining here and stuff, but it depends on which environment you are, of course. But it's always good to be back here, especially now with the cars driving around here. It's very nice. So yeah, I do like it.
Like a typical place where you get haring. It's like a typical Dutch fish, which you cannot get anywhere else in the entire world actually. So it's pretty ironic that we arrive now over here. A couple years later, a lot of stuff has changed. We go chill at the fish market. It's really good. In the beginning, guys, we actually wanted to make the cars blue, like both the same colors or green. But eventually, we didn't have even time to wrap the cars because we had the trip to south of France. But I'm happy we didn't do it at the end of the day.
Alright guys, we're currently in Bloomingdale. I think it's a renovated beach club here. Amazing, gives me a little bit of Sun Beach Club Dubai vibes, Marbella vibes. Actually, I just said to the guys, if you send me a picture of this restaurant, I wouldn't believe it's in the Netherlands, but it's pretty good. Right now enjoying some oysters to get some omega in, and it's delicious as fuck.
This beach club actually got burned down last year in May, just right before the summer. Some people say it's an insurance trick to get money back, or it's competitors who might did it, but yeah, nobody knows. Well, I want to showcase something, guys. So actually, when I started in e-commerce, I used to track everything, like the amount of sales that we were making, because a friend of us, Flores, did this as well. And check this out, like this was 3 May 2020, like a first sale. There was even the blue Shopify screen, got like 180 in sales. It's this month, 400 euro in sales. And as you can see, it went all the way up here. Our first hire, customer support agency, was 2020 in November. This was when we hit like our first 2.5K day. You can see Jay's face right above. This is me. I just came back from chilling, and then I saw that we did 2.5K.
Smoking joints, always.
Yeah. And then here, bro, you saw like crazy, like we got like crazy stats in Sweden. Like we did 15K days consistently. So
let's make it soon accessible and start to share some knowledge over here and actual research.
Yeah.
Resource as a private account.
Yeah, I will link it here below. What is the IG? So you can follow it.
This is already 1.5 years ago. 3 years no posting. A lot changed.
This was in Marbella. So it's actually pretty funny because I used to walk papers in this neighborhood, and I earned like 30 euros a month. So it was 750 euros per day. Like, and every Sunday I did that, and I did like 4 hours of working. So I earned maybe 2 euros an hour. And it's funny to come over here because I know at Christmas time you get like these tips, because they give a tip because it's Christmas. And then one guy gave me one time $20, and I was so fucking happy that I got that, because back in the days it was a lot of money. I was, I think, 12. I started at a very young age with trying to earn money. I did everything, like washing dishes, bringing papers, delivery services for sushi. because I was always obsessed with earning money and getting as much as possible. So we're arriving now at the supermarket, gonna get some quick groceries, then the day is done. You know what people in the Netherlands did? At Revolut you have like this disposable cards. People used to check in with that at the train station and then delete the card after they checked out so they couldn't get charged.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a glitch, and now they don't accept Revolut payments anymore at the train.
Then you are really broke.
Yeah, but you also are pretty smart to do. Alright guys, we just filmed a sit down actually. About what did we film?
Team building and effective delegation. And how did we actually start it, and what advice we give you as a starting brand to make your first hires, and how it should eventually looks like, and how do managers communicating and reporting to the COO, and the COO reports to you, and which culture needs to have in place.
Yeah.
So I think, what is the biggest takeaway from the 40-minute sit down we just had here?
Yeah, so many takeaways, but eventually the takeaway is that when you have a good team you can really scale to the next level. That is, I think, the most important part. You cannot scale on your own. So this video we will release probably privately. So keep up to date on the socials if you want to see this one. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of value. 40 minutes is all about team building.
The mistakes we made,
actually,
the learnings.
We needed more time to really dive into
like,
other
honestly,
topics.
you can speak like a couple hours about this topic, you know, because also in our business, it's still one of the main challenges, of course. Sourcing people, screening people, onboarding people, and then actually place them within your organization and make sure they are maximizing their potential and skills. That is also another thing, actually. Like, we became quite good in screening and sourcing them, but actually placing them in your organization is like a different skill set, and requires also a lot of input from either a manager or from yourself, for example, especially when you're building out a new department, which we are just working on right now. Yeah, you need to place everything yourself, you need to have different KPIs in place, different responsibilities for each position, so a lot of things involved. So if you're gonna watch it, take pen and paper and make your notes.
Okay guys, it was a day in the life in Netherlands. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next one will be in Portugal or Dubai. We will see.
We are done?
Yeah, we are done.
A quick video.
Yeah, we have to go to work again.
Shared enough value. Yeah, as a business from our size, we strive to obtain as much new customers as possible. So that is where the whole business is focusing on right now, cross department. Gonna expand to new channels. We're gonna collaborate with more ambassadors, more influencers, more creators to increase authority. And that eventually reflects into the performance. So yeah, we have hired a bunch of new people. Also, our new media buyer is gonna be onboarded next week. So Ole can finally step away from the recurring,
affiliate, ambassadors, all that stuff. So we're working on that, making sure we're gonna crush Q4. We're also gonna make a video how we're gonna prepare for Q4.
Yes.
That's gonna be great.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, guys. See you.